We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dragons of Columbus taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their...
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the...
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There's not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On first down, Purdy. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
The numbers for Walker last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Watson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up the Seahawks first down as the tackle made up near the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw, Watson. Out to his, under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Purdy, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, and
it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now it's Watson. It's caught, Lockett, and he goes out right around the 39. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Watson. This is Fant on the short completion. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. But Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football, but that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They go play action here. Purdy
on the move to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards to pick up there.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on the ace. Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Chase, the motion man right. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now Purdy. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Purdy. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dragons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take back over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Shifts past him at the 40. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
51 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he fends him off. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
To throw is Watson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Walker with another carry.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Watson.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 1 now. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Purdy off the play fake.
Rolling to his left.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10.
Now Watson.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watson.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A 51-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Watson now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now it's Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Watson looks to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Watson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw, Watson. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Purdy to throw it on first down. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A big play there.
45 yards. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Danny Gray, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dragons are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming through that time and stopping him for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Watson.
It's complete to Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Drake Jackson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
To throw on second is Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Dragons.
Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Chase, complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're pressing in the fourth quarter with a lead no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down in the yard.
At the 34-yard line.
On second down, it's Walker.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third, Watson.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And what a big-time play there. 41 21 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw.
That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dragons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Seahawks 13.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, but a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. That is caught. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy off the play fake. That is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Still going inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They got one big call left. Here we go.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime.
I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Yeah, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And part of you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy.
Out to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
First down, Dragons.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win, and his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This is 1st and 10.
Reset.
One last throw here for Watson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a